Last video, we set a challenge to hike the Cheviot. Yes, Cheviot is how you actually pronounce it.
We're headed up to a mountain called the Cheviot. Our aim was the Cheviot.
Complete the Cheviot. Try make it to the Cheviot.
Sack the Cheviot. So we're gonna sack this Cheviot.
Yeah, let's just say I mispronounced it a few times. If you haven't seen it, I'd recommend watching it. It was chaos. However, I had to welcome up there, and what better shelter to use than a good old basher and bivvy bag. So, in today's video, I'm going to show you how to set up a typical A-frame shelter. Exactly the same setup we did last video. Let's get into it. For this A-frame setup, you're going to need a basher, no less than 6 bungees, and 10 pegs, again no less than 6, and 2 basher poles. You want to start by getting it all unfolded and lay flat on the ground. And before you do anything else, especially if it's really windy, put a peg in one of the corners so it can't blow away, because if it does, good luck getting it back. Next, you want to get your bungees and attach one to each corner of the basher, putting both hooks through the little fabric loop or the hole. It doesn't really make a difference. And then peg each corner down, leaving a little bit of slack to get the basher poles in later on. Then grab your basher poles with the metal end up. You want to place the metal part through the hole at the edge of the basher on each side. Don't worry if they fall at this point, because we still need to do a couple more things after this. Now, grab your last 2 bungees and 2 more 10 pegs and attach a bungee to the fabric loop where the basher pole is and pull the bungee to create some tension. Then use your peg to pin the bungee into the ground. You want to do this on both sides. With this, you can either put both hooks through the loop and pin it down like the corners, or just put one hook through the fabric loop and pin the other into the ground. It just all depends on how elasticated your bungees are. And that is basically how you set up an A-frame shelter using a basher. The basher poles are adjustable by loosening the metal screw and sliding them up or down. That all depends on how high you want it. Also, once you have this basic setup, go around and adjust the tension of your basher by unpegging one corner at a time and pulling the bungees tighter and putting the peg back in the ground. You want it to be as taut as possible, so in the event it does rain, the water drains straight off and it doesn't build up anywhere on top, because that's, honestly, it's a nightmare if it does that. Something I personally like to do is find a stick and prop one side of the basher up so I have more room inside, plus it helps drain the rain off. Just make sure it's not sharp, because you don't want to put a hole in your shelter. That's the last thing you want to do. So yeah, that's your A-frame shelter, ready to get your roll mat and bivvy bag set up inside. The best part about this setup is you can do it anywhere, whether that's on flat ground, the top of a mountain, or in the middle of a forest. It doesn't really matter. It can be set up anywhere. If you want to see other variants to this setup in different environments, or if you want to see me use this shelter in more videos, let me know in the comments below. And make sure to hit that subscribe button if you enjoy the great outdoors, because that's what this channel is all about. And hopefully I'll see you in the next adventure.